homer because I don't know if there's any Eagles fans on here, and I'm not trying to, but we're gonna win this game by like a lot. Like it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say 30-6.
They'll score 14. They'll score 14, 17, something like that'll happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it'll be at the end of the game. I really, really see the 49ers in that 28 to like 35 point range, like easily.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, aka First Place Fresco, baby. First place, baby. Listen, it wasn't beautiful. It wasn't the best thing I've seen. It wasn't the best game I've seen out of everybody. But Carson Wentz looked like he was fighting. This defense looked like they were fighting. Jim Schwartz is still trash. Nate Gerry is still trash. But guess what? We are first place trash now. It is what it is. Our division sucks. Listen, I've been getting a lot of flack for getting so excited that we just beat the 49ers, but nobody gave us a chance. Not a single person gave us a chance to win. And now they want to use injuries as an excuse. That's fine. That's fine, man. We've heard that. We hear all these Cowboy excuses. We hear all these 49er excuses. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We came out and we came and won. That's what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to come and win. Look, like I said, it wasn't a perfect game. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that we can learn from this game. There's a lot that we can improve on from this game. But like I said, we got the almighty W. And we are in first place. Now, what do I think that we can improve upon? Look, Carson had a great game. He really did. Our offensive line needs to obviously hold up better. I feel like Jordan Mailata had a decent game, especially for his first game. Obviously that, false start was kind of rough. It could have been the game, to be honest. Even though it was still kind of early. That was a major drive. It was a drive killer. There was too many drive killers as far as the offense went. The defense just, they on paper it doesn't look terrible, but in the fourth quarter they just like crumbled again. It's just annoying to watch. Jim Schwartz does these baby stick defenses, and it just does not work. It just does not work. He had Nate Gerry covering George Kittle for most of the game. That makes no sense. We did switch him off, and we did put Kvonn Wallace on him. That doesn't make much sense either. You can't be playing one-on-one man against George Kittle. That man torched us. I said it, though. I said, if they wanted to force that man the ball 10 times, there's not going to be a player on our team that can stop him. But all things considered, we kind of contained him. I know he put up a lot of yards, but he didn't beat us. And that was the main thing, I think, going into this game, is you don't want George Kittle to be the one that beats you. Now, I want to clarify something. I heard a couple of people say, oh, the Eagles beat their backup quarterback. Their backup quarterback is what I heard. Yeah, C.J. Beathard did end the game, but you know what? That's because we were poo-pooing on Nick Mullens the whole damn game. All right? I heard 30-6. I heard 34-17. I heard 40-0. I heard everything, man. But you know what? The Eagles came out and they fought. Like I said, this is not a perfect game. Jalen Mills back at cornerback might be the move, though. He was not a good safety, and I liked what I saw out of Kvonn Wallace, to be honest, as far as coverage. Like I said, he did, draw the task of staying on George Kittle for most of the game, but he stood on George Kittle for most of the game. The only time that George Kittle got free and broke a big play is when Captain Kvonn, who I guess has like 75 speed in Madden or something because he couldn't keep up with George Kittle. That was the only time that he really went over the top on something. So you look at what Kvonn Wallace did, and you got to be, I wouldn't say, excited, oh, he's going to be a monster, but you have to be pleased with that. That's better than the output that, I love Jalen Mills, but he's just not a safety. He was a safety in college. I just don't think he's a safety at this next level. I think we see, especially with Rasul Douglas moving on and doing well somewhere else, it's the scheme. We have to fit our scheme around our players. So I would love to see, Nate Gerry out of the picture. I would love to see him not starting another down. That man got torched all game in the run game, in the pass game. I mean, if if he was on offense, I'm sure he would mess up there too. Like he's just terrible. He's terrible. Like he can't read the the offense at all. It was just embarrassing to watch. Every time you knew he was covering the tight end Kittle, you knew it was going to be a first down. So that's my main thing. I need to see this defense figure something out that's going to be sustainable. We saw Slay get hurt for a little while. He came back in and was able to play well. He played very well. That's what we paid him for. He was worth every single cent. But as far as the offense, look, this is what we wanted to see out of Carson. And somebody asked me yesterday, is this what you wanted to see out of Carson? Are you now, did he prove you wrong? No. Carson Wentz did not prove me wrong. Carson Wentz has to do this on a every week basis. All right? That's what we paid him $100 million to do. So every week go out there and perform like this. Seeing him running around, doing stuff like that, that's what we pay you to do. He has to trust his body. He has to trust the team around him. And the offense, listen, man, we're banged up, bro. We're banged up. We didn't have Lane Johnson for a little while last night. Hopefully he's good to go next week again. But we're banged up, man. And we have to just work around that. The running game, I'm happy that he stuck to it, in the first half. But the second half, again, man, there was 7 straight passes in the second half to start that second half off for the Eagles. And you can't do that. You cannot become predictable, Doug. That's that you were doing so good in the first half. You can't become predictable. The second half, like I said, he became a little bit predictable in that third quarter, and then he started finding something that worked. Is the fast tempo, is the quick tempo, no huddle offense something that we are going to incorporate a lot more of? That'll be interesting to watch. I know we have a lot of young guys out there now, so I don't think, stamina is the biggest issue. But once you get people like Alshon back and Deshaun back, Jalen's young, but once you get people like that back, are you going to really still be able to run that, no huddle offense? Maybe you will, and maybe we'll be able to do it even better. It's an exciting time to finally get that W. Like I said, we're not in the Super Bowl, we're not in the playoffs yet, but we are in first place. You got to be happy about that. And don't listen to none of these people. Everybody gonna hate. Everybody gonna say, "Oh, you beat their backups. Oh, they were injured." We were injured too. If we would have lost, nobody would have gave us any pity party. Nobody would have been like, "Oh, but you guys were hurt. It is what it is." Nah, man. Nobody would have said that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take this W and we got to keep on moving. We got to use this as, just straight up momentum. We got to take this momentum. We're going against the Steelers team that now is going to have basically a week and a half off or 2 weeks off because of the whole COVID situation. So we have to take advantage of that. Hopefully they have a little bit of rust, but we have a long time to get ready for the Steelers. This is the in-state game. All right? We have to go out there and win this. If we win this game, our season looks totally different. We will be 2-2-1. That just saying the last one it's just weird. But hey, it got us to first place. So I want to know how you guys feel. How did you guys feel about the game? Who stuck out to you? How are you guys feeling about Wentz? Are you feeling like he's back? I'd love to hear everything. But other than that, you know what it is. It's Fly Eagles Fly. We in first place, and peace. We out here.